Fag Hags, Divas and Moms, The Legacy of Straight Women in the AIDS Community. Written by Victoria Noe. Narrated by Donna Allen. Dedication. To the women in this book and the thousands whose stories have yet to be told, all of them inspiring, all of them important. And to my mother, Mary Ann J. Noe, who always believed I could do it, no matter what it was. Preface. Sometimes you choose your calling, and sometimes your calling chooses you. April 1st, 2014. The auditorium at the New York Public Library on Fifth Avenue was filling up, mostly with men. Some were college students from the New School, classmates of my daughter, working on a joint project with the artist organization Visual AIDS. Many were a generation or two older. There were men I knew from ACT UP, the AIDS Coalition to Unleash Power, like Peter Staley and Jim Igoe. David France, whose documentary How to Survive a Plague was an Academy Award nominee in 2013, sat in front of us. We had gathered for a panel discussion. The Women of ACT UP New York Fight Back, Fight AIDS, held in conjunction with the library's exhibit, Why We Fight, Remembering AIDS Activism. The deceptively small exhibit, curated by Jason Bauman, was packed with archival material from the early years of protest. Since the exhibit opened in October 2013, the library had presented a series of related events. This one, held the final week of the exhibit, was not originally on the schedule, but there was an oversight to be addressed. Terry Wilder is the Director of HIV Education and Training at Mount Sinai Institute for Advanced Medicine and works with FAG, Prevention of HIV Action Group, a committee from ACT UP New York. She looks much too young to have spent almost 30 years volunteering and working in the AIDS community. She's all too familiar with the ownership of the epidemic. Most discussions are dominated by white, gay male voices. So when fellow ACT UP member Matthew Rodriguez was speaking at the How We ACT UP program at the library, Wilder realized that women's stories had been left out of the programming. She approached Bauman and told him she wanted the women of ACT UP to be included. And so they were. The program that night began with a story from...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?